Very cool little Austin A35 here, complete with side pipes. Lovely lineup here of classic British sports cars. I absolutely love this very early Austin-Heeley 3000. Today on CarTraction, you join me in the wonderful 1947 Dodge pickup, as today we'll be taking it to the wonderful Combermere Cars and Caffeine, or Cars and Caffeine at Combermere, at the Old Piggery Cafe. Now, hopefully, many of the viewers of this channel will recognise this, as it's one of my favourite breakfast car meets. What is Dad pondering out there? And it sees lots of classic cars, sport. Oh, he's looking at me now. Loads of classic cars, sports cars, and lovely, lovely stuff. So today, you're going to be taking the Dodge pickup. But first of all, we need to get it fired up. We've also got some goodies in the back. This meet we get a lot of sort of posh cars and supercars, so we tend to lower the tone with our scruffy old truck. So the ignition is on. We need to make sure it is in neutral, as first is down here in these American trucks like this, and reverse is up there. So we want to make sure it's not going to jump anywhere. Ignition is on. And somewhere in the darkness down there is the accelerator pedal. So this one's got no manual priming lever, but it's got an accelerator pump. So we give that a few stabs just to prime up the carb. And then, no pull starters with this one. On the Dodges, we have a little push one here, so let's see if it'll go. Get on the throttle nice and quickly. And there we go, the mighty 3.8 roughly, straight 6. Dad is very happy to hear it start up that quick. I think now we'll have a little go at getting it out of the garage. That was interesting actually, I didn't have to put any choke on for that start. It doesn't usually need much, to be honest. Oh, never mind. Maybe it does need a bit. Dad is in great pain. Yeah, maybe I will just put a little bit of choke on just to keep it going a little bit better. I'm sorry, this must be riveting content. Come on, come on, come on, come on, I'm on the throttle, come on, there we go.
Let it warm up a bit.
Yeah, don't want to risk stalling it or anything as it's a bit cold. That was actually a surprisingly hard start up. It usually starts up a bit better than that, but at least we got it going today for Combermere. So we've got to this like Chrysler or something pre-war tyre, if the camera will focus on that. This beautiful plane, a very nicely sign written old door, a few cases, those are usually in there. Jerry can, that's actually functional. Oh, I didn't realise that's hanging in the way. Jerry can, that's actually functional because it actually holds fuel. And just down here is one of the original panels off the big Dodge, the big green Alfa Romeo Transport that we also have in the garage, the 3-ton Dodge. That's one of the original panels off that, which is just down there casually. So yeah, hopefully people will approve. Sort of lowering the tone from all the shiny sports cars and supercars. And let's see what else turns up here today on this wonderful, nice morning here at the Old Piggery Cafe for this great breakfast car meet. And already this morning, before much has arrived, we've been hard at work distributing our beginning to be famous leaflets. If you do come to any of the car shows we go to, and you do see any of these leaflets around, we've got a box here in front of the pickup. Please do take one, as it all helps. Sharing the classic car love all around the shows and stuff. So if you do see us at any of the shows with these great leaflets, then please do feel free to take a couple to put on your car and give to your friends as well, as every little helps. Well, yeah, really nice morning here at the Old Piggery Cafe for the Cars and Cafe meet at Combermere, so let's see what else turns up. I must be seeing double. Hope they don't get their cars mixed up when it comes to leaving later on. Nice to see some of our merch on Grandad's Jag as well. Beautiful classic car arriving out. Oh, look at that wonderful Jaguar XK140. Oh, that is tasty, that. Haven't seen that here before. That sounds beautiful. Wonderful XK straight six rumbling away. Beautiful Triumph Stag rolling in now. First VW Beetle of the day. There's usually lots of TVRs and a couple of modified VW Beetles that come to Cars and Caffeine at Combermere. Very nice two-tone example there. Toyota Supra. It's quite a rare car now, as is this little Alfa Romeo 4C. This Renault Kangoo van is suspiciously loud. It's got a few stickers, maybe a bit of a sleeper type thing there. I think that deserves a bit more investigation. Just behind that we can hear the diesel sound, distinctive sound of a Land Rover Defender. I think I can see one of the first classic British sports cars of the day, this wonderful Austin-Healey. Complete with hardtop, you don't see many with hardtops on, a 3000. Oh, lovely side pipes on that, nice early 3000 there. That's a lovely car. Another regular to this fantastic breakfast car meet is just round the corner. The wonderful Carrera RS 1970s Porsche 911. I have retreated from the entrance to have a wonderful, wonderful look at this absolutely glorious Austin-Healey 3000. It's quite an early car, one of the earliest 3000s I've ever seen. Some of the later 3000s, like the Mark II, had a sort of bigger setup here, and that's because they had the winding up windows. As these, I believe, don't have any windows at all, or they've got sort of temporary racing sliding windows there. But this is a really early style of the Austin-Healey, probably one of the first 3000s I've ever seen. See the slightly earlier style of back, it's got this absolutely glorious hardtop on it which really suits it. This is exactly how I'd have one of these. The huge wire, painted wires, looking very lovely. Lovely style of interior of the earlier Austin-Healeys. Of course the 3 litre C-Series straight six up front. Probably a triple carb setup in this one. There's a TVR I think rolls past into the show. That is a glorious car. We've got the Defender there as well in red. That's getting a bit rare now. Lovely spot lamps on the front of that as well. That is a wonderful, wonderful car. We will be walking around all of the lovely classic cars here. I just had to sort of wander over from watching a few of them arriving at the entrance to have a look at that. That's probably my favourite car of the day, that Austin-Healey. Although this TVR does sound very, very tasty. TVR Tamora there. The distinctive rumble of the TVR Speed 6 engine. That's a very good sounding car there. Great looking TVR. Here's the Porsche 944 in silver. Haven't seen that one before. A more modern Cayman. A Ford, is it Fiesta ST? I think that one very serious with roll cage and all sorts. Very cool little Beetle here. Haven't seen this car before in a lovely two-tone. Oh, it's a bit muddy over there. I won't go round to the back. Incredibly, I think minty is the word to describe the interior of this one. There's a Toyota Supra. I think there's a Mark III Supra, this one. Quite a rare car now. And a Triumph Stag on mini lights. A 3 litre V8 was rumbling away in this one earlier. Lovely, lovely car this. Really, really lovely colour. One of the best colours, I think, the maroon for Triumph Stags. And yeah, that would be a great car to drive on a lovely sunny morning like today. We've got us here. And then Grandad in his Jag, he's still recovering from his knee operation, so he can't drive his MGB GT yet, but this is an automatic X350 Jaguar with its V6, so he's alright in that. And then we have our friend also in the Mark I Escort with its lovely twin cam engine on show. And just over there is the Droop Snoot Vauxhall Forenza. Been quite a while since I've seen that car actually. Just behind that, another regular. There's usually a few of these actually. Fiat 124 Baths. Plenty of action going on now. A Mark 1 Golf, Mark 2, sorry, Golf driver, Volkswagen, Ford Anglia, and a very cool looking 100e Anglia, sounding very sporty indeed. And another Porsche Cayman, followed by a very cool TVR Chimera. A few gleaming modern cars and sports cars and supercars here. We have this very crazy Indian on the end here. One of more modern Indian, that's quite a thing, that's quite an engine on there. Just here is a wonderful Alfa Romeo 4C, a Porsche GT3, a few of these cars we've seen before. I haven't seen this Lotus in Mira, there's actually two of those here today, as we saw earlier, brand new Lotus. Mid-engine, one of the few more modern manual cars, which is nice to see. Of course, manual offering, in my opinion and many car enthusiasts' opinions, a better driving experience. We also have this wonderful Porsche 911 Carrera. This generation's the last of the air-cooled 911s, which are super cool. Great looking interior. Of course, these have the distinctive sort of driving position of the offset steering wheel. And the 911s just looked absolutely fantastic in silver. I really love the look of that one. The Lotus Europa S is here. That's a really rare little car. I think we'll start having a look around this row now. We've got the Fiat 124 Abarth with the retro matte black bonnet. That goes back to the likes of very early Fiat 124 Spiders. Then of course this is the later generation. And here's this wonderful Porsche Carrera RS 911. Bit of a racer, this one, with its roll cage. Very cool car. You can still hear the metal going tick 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 tick. It's a very nice sound after cooling down from being warm. A Jaguar F-Type Cabriolet there, gleaming in the early morning sunshine. This is an interesting car. This is a TVR Tomora. We get plenty of TVRs here at the Combermere breakfast car meet, but not too many of these. We see TVR Griffiths, Chimeras and a few Tuscans, but I haven't actually seen a Tomora TVR. It sounded like it was the 6-cylinder variant. It's quite an interesting one, of course. Another great example of TVR's incredible interiors. Very swoosh looking Maserati here. I believe these have a Ferrari developed V8 engine, which is very cool indeed. Just behind me is a Mercedes estate and a lovely Triumph TR4A. Saw that one at the Flying Scotsman Vintage Car Rally Alton Park yesterday. A little Lotus there, which is very cool as well. Saw those drive very nicely. Audi RS4 estate, another Audi, and just behind that is the lovely Jaguar XK140. You've seen that one here before. That's a lovely car, that one. Absolutely gorgeous classic Jaguar there. We'll continue having a look around here. Got the Mark II Golf Drive and a great looking Porsche 911 Targa. Does sound very nice, whatever's behind me. A big V8 engined Audi S5. That's quite cool actually in a way. There's the Mark II Golf Driver. Bit of a rare variant here, very rare unmodified spec of car. There's another nice Porsche 911. Yeah, rare unmolested original Mark II Golf there. A Porsche Cayman GTS. And a great looking TVR Chimera. This is the 450, so I believe it's a 4.5 litre V8. I think these were evolved from the likes of the Rover V8 engine. There's the wonderful, probably a 4.5 litre unit, and a gaggle of more Porsches. Over here is the Ford Anglia Super. I think this is the 105E shape of these. Super cool twin-tone livery, period correct. And here is a Ford Anglia. This is the 100E shape of car. But this one seems to have quite an interesting engine in this one. A bit of a twin cam, perhaps a D-Tech unit or something similar. As there is a Porsche Targa rolling past, plenty arriving now. Yeah, this is quite a serious bit of kit, isn't it? Got a bit of cleaning going on in the wheels. I love people taking so much pride in their cars, and then we're here in our scruffy pickup, which we've washed once since we bought it, probably over a year ago now. That's a super cool, that. Ford ST170, I see running throttle bodies in that engine. Very nice sound. TVR Chimera here in grey. That's a good looking car. Usually they're in sort of blue colours, but that looks really nice in grey. Aston Martin Cabriolet here. Probably a V8 in that one. Lovely Jaguar F-Type convertible. Have a look around here. A Porsche Cayman, a Porsche 911. This great looking Triumph TR4A. As I said, we were at the Flying Scotsman Vintage Car Rally, which saw lots of beautiful pre-war cars on the Alton Park skid van, and saw this one there yesterday on its lovely Triumph steel wheels. Just next to that is this great Jaguar XK140 debumpered. XK140 having the larger grills, bars on the grille at the front. This is an absolutely stunning car. I heard it and seen it here before. It does sound very lovely. Of course, the XK Straight 6 that went on to go into the E-types. Many road cars like the XJ, and many racing cars like the C-type and D-type racing cars. Of course, the XK 120s and 140s were raced in period, as Jaguar won them on in 1951 and 1953, as is boasted on the back of this wonderful XK 140. There's a Lotus Elise. I'm sure that's quite a fun little car to drive, but I do really love the look of this XK 140. And the lovely Triumph TR4A, complete with very nice collie, or some similar breed of dog. You can have a little look at the interior of this wonderful Triumph TR4A. Very lovely in there. Subaru rolling in. Ah, where'd that truck come from? Porsche 911 on its way through. That looks to be a GT3 4-litre flat 6 in there. Just over here is the Lotus Europa S. This is a very rare little car, this one. One of the rare variants of the sort of similar looking to the Lotus Elises. 456 of these built, only 100 or now. Roughly 100. Another Jaguar F-Type. So much going on. Here's the Subaru we saw coming in earlier. Impreza STI, there's the GT3 Porsche, there's this pairing of Audis, an S5 with a V8 and an RS4 Estate, which is probably also has a V8. There's a Porsche Targa over there. Great livery on this little Lotus Elise. I love the Go Faster stripes on that. A Mercedes Estate and an E36 Cabriolet BMW. Also a great looking TVR Griffith rolling in now, the first Griffith of the day there. That is exactly the sort of quintessential classic British sports car that would be great to drive on a day like this. BMW's 7 Series here on Alpina style wheels, 750, so a V12 in there, so that's quite a smooth car. I think that was one of the cars that got stuck at the Western Park classic car show that I went to recently. This is a little bit heavy, Audi TT, so much driving here. There's always a huge turnout at this wonderful breakfast car meet. Porsche Cayman, another flat 6 engined car, and a Triumph TR8, no, not a TR7. This is the 8-cylinder variant, a V8 in this one. 4.6 litre V8, this does make a lovely sound. Great looking little Alpha Sud here. I hear something popping away, what is that? Bit of an unpleasant sound, I can't lie, from that McLaren. And a GTR R35. Oh, very tasty BMW 635. I like the look of that. That is one handsome car. As is this wonderful little Alpha Sud here, an SC 1.3. Super rare little cars these. Interesting being right-hand drive as well. Must be original UK market car, as we have various sports cars and supercars rolling past. But yeah, that's a super rare little car, that one. Very nice little MG TF. No, not the 90s rear-engined or mid-engine TF. This is the original 50s one. Lovely little classic British sports car. I do like the look of that BMW 6 Series there, the shark nose. This is a great looking little sports car, this one. Gleaming in the sunshine today here at Combermere. Scimitar GTC, the convertible variant of the Reliant Scimitars. Fiberglass body, I'm pretty sure these. This one has a manual gearbox, 4-speed I think. I would have expected it to be 5-speed, but maybe not. I think this is the Ford Essex V6 engine that was in all of these Scimitars. And the 4.6 litre V8 is out on show on the TR8. That's a super rare car there. Great sounding engine in that. Just next to that is this Droop Snoot Vauxhall Forenza. The owner of this car has a very rare Droop Snoot estate. This is his saloon, Vauxhall Forenza, with the Droop Snoot as you call it front. Very cool shape those. I think it's a bit of American design influence going on there. Very cool 2-door coupe actually, I should be calling it, not a saloon. Great looking Caterham here as well. I'm sure this is exactly the sort of car you'd want to drive around here, although the roads aren't great around here for surface, but this would be great on a lovely morning like this. Really sort of thrummy, lovely intake sound from that 4-cylinder engine up front. That would be a super fun car to drive. And there's one of the later MG TFs, the mid-engine ones as I mentioned, which brings us on to this wonderful 1275 Mini. I really like the look of this one, very tastefully modified, got this lovely sort of metallic bit of a flake going on in the green paint. It's a Porsche 930 I think there's, or a 935 turbo, very nice car there. And a great little Ashley GT, I think that one's called. Very cool little special there, Ford based. But yeah, let's get back to this Mini. This is a very tastefully modified car. Nice gold wheels, a little bit lowered, nice wide arches as well. Just a really nice looking car, that. Very, very tastefully modified. This is exactly how I'd have one of these Minis. And speaking of Minis, we have a very nice early red example coming in now. Looks like a super original little car there. Mark 1 Ford Escort Mexico. Great looking bubble arches. Getting a few fast Ford showing up today. A BMW Z4. That's got a 3 litre straight 6 in that one. Very cool. And just behind that is a Ford Sierra XR8. What's going on with this one? This sounds a bit fruity. Sierra XR8. I didn't even know that was a thing. That sounds very cool. Once again, many more Porsche 911s, Caymans and Boxsters and all sorts of variants coming in. That is a Nissan Skyline, I believe, over there. I don't think it's a GTR. I think it's a Skyline. I'll have to have a look at the back to decide which generation it is. There's also, oh, that's quite cool, an R34. Those are very desirable cars now, with the Toyota GR86 just in front. There's a Porsche Cayman GT6. Yeah, let's have a look at these Nissans. We got this first one, I think, is it an R32? I think. Not exactly sure, we'll have to have a look at the back. All queuing up to get in. Nice side mounted plate. Good turbo sound from that one. Oh, it's on air suspension, that one. Just saw it go down a little bit lower. Oh, that's a funny back on that one. Not exactly sure what generation that is. It sounds quite nice though. Huge exhaust. Look at the size of the exhaust. Toyota GR86 and an R34 Skyline. That's quite a bit of kit, that one. Those are very desirable cars now. Aston Martin DB7, those are cool looking cars. Lancia Delta Integrale, so much coming in now. Really good looking cars, those. All those left hand drive, as you can see. Very nice in yellow. And a very cool little Austin A35. Haven't seen that car before. Bright orange, bit of a racing livery on that one. TVR Griffith. Oh, there's a huge queue of cars to get in from both sides now. There's always going to be a big turnout at this one. It's a really popular meet. There's, oh, look at all the TVRs going around there as well. So many cars. Look at this little Austin. That's great, that. Super cool little Austin there. An MGTF. Sounding quite sporty. Ah, it's one bad sounding BMW. Anyway, TVR Chimera. This is a good sounding car, this one, complete with another TVR just behind. We have a Triumph Dolomite Sprint. That's a nice car, that one. That might even be the lovely twin Weber car, which, if it is, that sounds absolutely fantastic. E30 TVRs. I think this is that twin Weber car. Yeah, the really nice sporty one. Sounds great, that. Is that a Cavalier? Yeah, Cavalier Mark 1 Vauxhall. Very rare. Cavalier GL. Look at the queue. Wow. Lots of TVRs coming in. TVR Chimera. There's a Fiat 124. Bath there as well. Wow. How are they going to put all these lovely classic British sports cars? There's so many of them here. Causing a bit of a gridlock here. So many cars arriving. It's a really popular meet, this one. Interesting colour on that TVR. I haven't seen a Chimera in that colour before. Aston Martin V12. That's a DB11, I think, just behind there. An MGTF. So much going on. A Jaguar F-Type. And a whole lineup of TVRs down there. A Griffith Chimera. I think that is a Cerbera, that one, and a Griffith behind that. Just behind the Subaru is another Mark 1 MX-5 winking away there. We're in our yellow California, at least Mum is. And we've got a lovely Mark 1 over there with the Subaru as well. TVR still rolling in. I like the look of that. Oh, it is a Chimera actually, just with a hard top, that one, not a Cerbera. Very nice, but yeah, Mark 1 MX-5. Very cool to see, nicely modified, just behind the similar era Subaru. There's a little Porsche 356 just down there as well. Or do I hear the 600 brake horsepower Mustang? I think I do. That's a super cool car. So Subaru, and a great little Mark 1 MX-5, bit of a side skirt on that one. Super cool little car. There's a Porsche 356 and a Porsche 944. I've talked to the owner of that car before. He works for Bentley, he does. Very lovely car. Another Mini. And a Mach 1 Mustang. And there's the absolutely insane 600 brake horsepower Mustang. If you've seen my videos before, you know how much I adore that car. It sounds savage. And I recognise the owner of that Mach 1 Mustang. He has a Mercury Comet drag car, but that Mustang is just absolutely glorious. I absolutely cannot get over how much is arriving. I believe the owner of this Mustang is actually driving the newer car behind. Maybe his son or something in the old 600 brake horsepower one. That's a super cool modern Mustang as well, but the old one just does it for me. And a very cool TVR here as well. I do like the look of that TVR. That's a lovely classic British sports car there. Let's have a look at this great lineup of American cars. We have the Shelby GT350. That's a more modern Ford Mustang. One of the most extreme ones being a Shelby. Of course, named after Carroll Shelby. That's a GT350 in that one. Super cool that. Then it's the incredible Fastback 600 brake horsepower Mustang. It's a treat to see. Real treat to see. Just beyond that is a Mach 1 Mustang. Yeah, the owner of this car also has a Mercury Comet drag car. That's super cool that. Very nice livery in red and black. And we've got the wonderful Porsche 944. That's a really nicely modified car. But it's an absolute treat to see these huge muscle cars here. Absolutely glorious, especially this Mustang. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know this sounds absolutely savage. A few more cars still rolling in. Some I don't know where they're going to put them. An MG Midget just over there. Still a huge queue of cars to get in. We've got this lovely MG Midget here, the A-Series BMC unit, rumbling away there. There's a Ferrari 458. I think we've got a bit of an unofficial parking area here. As the MG Midget is parking up. It's a nice looking car, that one. Very shiny wires. Got the Porsches and TVRs. I want to have a look at this lovely 635 BMW. Quite an unmolested, original looking car. This one in a great maroon. Manual gearbox, which is nice to see. Yeah, 635 CSI, super cool car there. Really good looking cars. But I want to have a look at these. We've got, I think this is an R32 GT, like a Nissan Skyline, and the brand new, pretty much, Toyota GR86, the first modified one. I've seen one of these and quite tastefully modified. I do like those rims. Then we've got this R34 Nissan Skyline here. Very extreme car. These have a crazily, incredibly tunable inline 6 engine. I know the GTR variant of these are just like coveted among JDM and modified car people. It's just the T-spec, so I think it might be a GTR. I don't know too much about this sort of thing, but this car would be absolutely rapid. These things can be tuned to be insanely powerful. Yeah, maybe even got a quick release handbrake. Very interesting. That is an incredible car and stunning body kit. I know a lot of you are into the classic cars, and so am I, but I certainly can appreciate cars like this. This is a DB7 here. I think this is one of the sort of last really good looking Aston Martins. One of the original DB cars. Automatic in this one. Not exactly sure what engines these have. Is it V8 or V12? I think those are really good looking cars, those. Very lovely to see. Here's a Mark IV Golf. And is this a Rover? I think this is a Rover 220 is this one. With a very tuned-up engine. We will get to that. I think it's a Rover 220 Coupe. Very tuned. Is that a sequential gearbox? I think it is. So sequential shift. Extremely modified Rover. I've never seen one of these like this before. You've got the twin cam, I presume, 16 valve engine. Matched up to an insanely big turbo just tucked under there. That's an incredibly modified car. Wow, what a sight that is. That engine is absolutely incredible. Land Rover Defender, the Porsche Cayman. There's the Beetle, we've seen that a few times on Porsche rims, I say whims, Porsche rims, and TVR Griffith, very cool. Right, let's see how much more has turned up. Lovely TVR, and there's a very tasty MGC there. No, not an MGB, it's an MGC. You can hear the 3-litre C-Series engine rumbling away. Same basic engine that's in the Austin-Healey. That sounds really nice, that. Going to try and park next to the other classic sports cars there. Nice hard top on that one. I think I'll just nip across because I see a very tasty looking BMW 2002. It's a great looking car. Lots of period stickers on there. Very nice. Let's have a look at that wonderful BMW 2002. We have got a bit of manoeuvrings going on here, so we will be patient. So I believe they're trying to get the wonderful MGC into there. Bit of a classic sports car section. And here's this incredible looking BMW 2002. I love these, I really do. Great looking cars, these. Is it a turbo maybe? It's certainly modified to the spec. One probably just as quick, if not quicker than one. BBS rims. Yeah, super cool BMW 2002 turbo there. That is a great looking car. Here's the Mark 1 MX-5. Second MX-5 here. Second to our yellow California. And Subaru. This has been parked here, so I feel sorry for the owner of this BMW E36. I'm not sure it's got that good a turning circle, but yeah, it's just incredibly packed here. So many cars. This is the busiest I've seen it probably. There's just so many beautiful, beautiful classic cars and sports cars, such as that really tasty BMW 2002 Turbo. That is super cool. Engine out on the XR3i Cabriolet. That is one shiny cam cover there. This is the busiest I've seen cars and Caffeine at Combermere. Absolutely insane turnout today. And cars are still coming in, you know, casually Audi R8 there. Let's have a look at this. This is a Sierra XR8. I didn't even know these existed. Dad reckoned it was a South African import. I just swing over here. But this sounded really tasty on the way in. Oh, that Jaguar XK140 is off. I didn't even get a chance to look at it. Oh. Okay then, at least we saw it on the road. There's an Aston Martin V8 Vantage as well. That's a good looking car, that. Do like that. He's doing the smart thing of probably coming into that exit because this one is a little bit blocked up, as you can see. So we have this wonderful XR8, really good sounding car, that. Very rare variant as well. We've got a GR Yaris, so much just parked up everywhere. The turnout here is absolutely insane today. MGB GT. Rolling in now. It's quite a work doing a bit of marshalling for it today. Oh, very tasty Jensen Interceptor. It's a lovely car, that. Nice pairing there, both K-Reg cars. We have a Nissan 370Z. Very nice, and a 300ZX. And a Jaguar F-Type just behind that as well. So much arriving, absolutely incredible turnout here. It is by far the busiest I've seen it. Absolutely insane amount of cars here. Here's the 300ZX. Oh, now there's an R34 GTR. I was talking about these have basically got a cult status. Those things are so popular. Here's the F-Type. There's actually a fair few of those here today. But yeah, those GTRs have an absolute cult status. They are just legendary in the JDM world and stuff. I know it's a modern car. I do quite like the look of them, but they're going for crazy money now, those things. Incredible cars. 300ZX is also quite rare now. People are struggling to get off the road. Yeah, Nismo modified R34 GTR. That would be perfect for a lot of people my age who are into JDM stuff. There's a Capri injection there as well. I don't think the public are very happy about all these cars gearing up to get in. Yeah, there's a fair showing of JDM cars there today as well. Look, Cars and Caffeine at Combermere. A bit of something for everyone. That is a really cool bit of kit there, that. An original R34 GTR. They do sound fantastic, those as well. A V-Spec and a Subaru Impreza. Fair few of those here today as well. Aston V8 Vantage is joining the insane turnout at today's car meet. Another great looking Mini on Mini lights. Also Mini lights on this wonderful Mark 1 Austin Cooper S. Once again, probably a bit of a cult status car there. Those are super cool. Austin Cooper S Mark 1. Very desirable little car there. And an MG Midget here. A fairly original looking car. Nice and red, nice and shiny. Wonderful condition. Yeah, nice little car that, do like that. And a Ferrari 458 with its twin turbo V8 just through the glass there. Here's another car I haven't seen for a while, this amazing yellow Corvette, original US market car, left-hand drive. Of course the Corvette's having the LS V8, that does sound fantastic, this car, very powerful. Joining the bit of an unofficial American section here, the Shelby GT350, the incredible Bullitt Mustang. I haven't even had a chance to look around this section here, because there's just so much. Really cannot wait to get the cars leaving today, there's so many fantastic sounding cars. There's what's that, a 488 Pista, I think Ferrari that one is. The evolution really of the 458. There's the wonderful 944 S2, 9356 Porsche. There's a Ferrari, I think this is a 296, oh it's SF90, sorry this one. SF90 Ferrari. Driven by a lady racing driver, I think that one. There's the Porsche 356, very lovely looking car there. Aston Martin DB11 and Lancia Delta Integrale, a Corsa 9. It says on this car, these are once again coveted cars, bit of a cult status with these. They are very cool. A Ferrari is an 812 Superfast Cabriolet, I think this one, or an 812 GTS, I think this one is. Up front, a V12 engine, can't argue against that really. Incredible car. Lotus Emira, another Porsche Cabriolet, got this great little Triumph. TR3A, very nice little sports car there, convertible, is it? No, hardtop, sorry, Porsche 911, this great old, quite an early VW camper, incredible condition this one. Once again, this is another car that has a bit of a cult status, people really love the look, these early split window ones. Yeah, that's a really nice looking thing. Here's this Renault Kangoo, which seems to have a bit of a sleeper setup going on, a Renault sporty engine. Did sound quite sporty on the way in. Yeah, quite a thing there. And there's the VTEC Honda powered little Mini there. I've seen that car plenty of times before. You can see the incredible modifications that goes on around the front. There's a Porsche Cayman just behind me. There's also a Morgan three-wheeler, one of the newer variants, that wonderful Porsche 930 SE Turbo. Great looking little Mini as well, with the Austin A-Series engine matched up to an SU carb on there, very nice. So much here, BMW Z4, there's that 944. This is absolutely insane, this turnout. Porsche Boxster, Porsche Cayman, here's that Defender in red, a nice little Caterham 7 or Lotus 7. And on the end here is this great looking little Austin A35. Bit of a racer, at least a racer paint job, I don't know if there'd actually be a racer, although you got side pipes on this Austin A35. That is great to see. Wonderful little car there. Ooh, very tasty Sunbeam Tiger rolling in now. That is great, that. The V8 powered version of the Sunbeam Alpine. That is lovely. That's a Chevy 350, I think, V8 in that. Oh, that is very nice on huge mini lights. Triumph TR7 as opposed to the TR8, which is right here. That's the V8. This has the 4-cylinder. This Tiger is absolutely incredible. I think people are going to start to be getting a little bit blocked in now with the incredible turnout here. This is absolutely stunning. As I said, the result, what happens when you put a huge American V8 in the wonderful little Sunbeam Alpine body. These do make wonderful sports cars. Really love the look of that one. I think there'll be a couple of American cars arriving soon. We've got Mark for MX-5, which is a little bit stuck for space. There's also a Porsche 911 996 generation that is squeezing on the end here with all the minis. That's a nice early original Cooper S there. Yeah, let's have a look at this pair. It's a pre-war Ford V8, very modified. And I'm not exactly sure what's happening regarding parking because people are still arriving. And a great looking Chevrolet. Is that an early Bel Air, like a 54 or 55 Bel Air? I think so. Oh, they're off that way. Sounding very lovely with their V8 rumbles. Right, I think now there may be a slight lull in the never-ending stream of arrivals, but perhaps not. I'm not sure where people are being waved through to. Will the Triumph TR6 be rejected? I think we're having a bit of a problem with parking. Oh, that sounds nice, that. Whoa, that was a great sounding Triumph TR6. That sounded absolutely glorious. That, hopefully you heard it, my mic is turned around the wrong way. Although we will be capturing many, many lovely classic car and sports car sounds when we watch all the cars leaving. Oh no, the Clubman Estate got rejected as well. Sounds nice though. I've never seen the meet even extend all the way down here. Just around this corner is a lovely Triumph TR4A with some very nice stripes. This is the left-hand drive, one of the left-hand drive US market cars. So a US market TR4A. It's a really good looking car, that nice Surrey top. And let me know if you're enjoying this video, because this is the most insane ton I've ever seen. Combermere Cars and Caffeine today. Simply is just so much here. I didn't even see this Mustang. This is the new Bullitt edition of the Mustang. So we've got that old Fastback, which is done up to look like a Bullitt car, but this is actually an official new Bullitt edition, as you can see. There's a Morgan Plus 8, 8-cylinder engine there, same 8-cylinder configuration, although different engine altogether, but both 8 cylinders in the TVR Griffith, and a Porsche 911 Carrera GTS, I think that, an MGTF. Oh, there's even a whole car show down here, I didn't know about that. Honda NSX, TVR Griffith. I didn't know this extended down this far. An MGTF, the wonderful Jensen Interceptor. That's a really cool car, that. Huge V8 engine up front. Capri 2.8 V6 injected. Very lovely, but I didn't know there was stuff down here as well. Here is the Citroen SM Dad had mentioned. Whoa, this is absolutely incredible, yeah. So Citroen SM in maroon next to the 1913 Sunbeam that we saw here last time. Great looking Citroen SM. Super cool spaceship looking car. In contrast to this amazing Sunbeam 12/16 from 1913, MGB GT, a couple of TVR Chimeras, a Fiat Abarth, there's another TVR Chimera, very nice BMW E30 here. I've never seen the meet extend down here. It's like a whole car meet in itself. It's absolutely insane. I'm just lost for words at today's turnout. Bit of a sporty Yaris, a Fiesta Popular Plus, Audi R8, a little 2CV on the end there as well. Here is the Mark 1 Vauxhall Cavalier, very lovely. And this is the great Triumph Dolomite Sprint in yellow. This is a very tuned up little engine. It has a very tasty set of twin Webers for the lovely intake sound on the engine in that. That's a great sounding car, that. Can't wait to get these cars leaving. E30, a trio of TVR Chimeras, 300 ZX Nissan, the 370Z, they look a little bit blocked into me. Jaguar F-Type, R34 GTR Nissan, that's quite a bit of kit, that one, isn't it? Subaru Impreza, facelift, Jaguar F-Type, TVR Chimera complete with hardtop, and there's the little 2CV. This is a car show in itself, never seen it extend anywhere near this far. It's just an absolutely unprecedented record turnout here at Combermere Cars and Caffeine on this lovely morning. Didn't see this Citroen 2CV coming in though. Here is the Maserati V6 of the Citroen SM.
There's the engine over the back there.
Wow, such a spaceship design, this one. You can get a little look at the interior as well. Looks to be an automatic maybe, left-hand drive. What a stunning, stunning car this is.
Yeah.
Mini's off now. As the Chalmers gets out of the way.
Haven't even had a look at this wonderful little Porsche 356. Now I think this was a Beetle that has since been converted, but it's certainly very convincing. It's made for an absolutely gorgeous little car. Looks like the VW camper, the lovely early split window one, will be off soon. It's beautiful, that. Really love the look of that one. It's absolutely wonderful, that. And there's the VTEC Mini as well, the TVR Chimera just behind. I see another lovely classic car in the distance, and I believe it is a Volvo Amazon. That's a very nice looking car there. Haven't seen that one before as well. Yeah, absolutely immaculate Volvo Amazon 122S. That's lovely in dark blue. What a beautiful car that is. Really love that. A few people have left now, so we're not struggling as much for space, but it's still very, very crowded indeed. Incredible turnout today. As the Mini rolls off, I see some very interesting cars in the distance. There's a Jaguar and a Lancia Stratos. That's probably a Hawk replica, but still, that is pretty mad. That Jag is gorgeous as well. What a great looking car that is. That is a super, super cool Lancia Stratos, and an absolutely glorious Jaguar XK120 just behind. Wonderful set of cars there. I'd like to get this Lancia leaving, that would sound absolutely fantastic. Naturally aspirated V6 mounted in the middle of the car in those. I think it is a replica, but it's still a really cool looking car, that. That is really, really cool. Stunning car, as is that glorious Jaguar XK120. That's a beautiful car. In the distance I spy the glorious XK120 and Stratos. Both of those cars are absolutely beautiful. Look at that. They both sound fantastic. That's a great pair, and such a shame there's no space. Great to see that wonderful little Morgan three-wheeler out again. That guy races that in various VSCC events. It's a fantastic little car. Ferrari 812's off as well now. The beautiful MGVA 4-seat Tourer is also rolling in now. Seen a fair few pre-war cars here today, which is great as always. Porsche Cayman on its way now, and just behind that is the fantastic little Austin A35, complete with side pipes. Oh, there we go, there they are. There's actually no side pipes, sorry, singular. Let's see what this sounds like. The little 803 or 948cc, actually A series. Off he goes. Very cool side pipes. That was one noisy Porsche, and that is one cool Austin A35. Another little Dolomite Sprint rolling in now, this one in brown. As the Mark II Golf is also off now.
Okay, go.
Of course, somehow I missed out on having a look at this wonderful Morgan three-wheeler. We've looked at it a few times before though. And here's this wonderful, very smooth sounding dark blue 122S Volvo Amazon. It's a really lovely car, that. Yeah, really, really nice old saloon. Here's that absolutely fantastic Morgan Aero super early three-wheeler. Silver Porsche 944 is also off now. Love the look of these Porsche rims. Dad and Grandad are conversing over this lovely Jaguar that seems to have slipped through the net. This is a Series 2. Is it an XJC you call these?
It is indeed, the 5.3C.
Oh, a V12 one. Oh, very. Oh yeah, I see the nice grille. Yeah, V12. Well, this is quite a cool bit of kit, isn't it? Two-door V12. That's a really lovely car, that. How did I not see this one? Lovely inside. Beautiful, beautiful XJC V12. That'd be a really nice cruiser. Then we've got that wonderful trio over there.